So we are live, but we're going to wait just a moment so that we have a few people to listen to me babble. Because gosh knows I love an audience. Isn't that true, Alexis?
Absolutely.
Alexis says absolutely. I do like to hear myself talk. We all know that. And if you've been in one of my classes, you know what happens. Story after story. But we do have a lot of fun. So make sure you join us for some of our classes. And do we have anyone tuning in that I can say hi to?
Cindy Hausman.
Hey, Cindy. How are you? You know what I don't have? I don't have my teaching chair because I like to be able to swivel. Alexis loves that. She doesn't love that. So we've got one person. Well, Cindy, it's you and I, babe. We're going to be talking about classes at Ellesmere, at Tri-County virtual classes, and then a couple of special things we've got coming up that I'm not going to talk about until we've got some more people to listen and tune in.
Tanya Edom.
Tanya, great.
Stephanie Kennett, Colleen Ralph.
Wow. All right. It's good. It's good. Well, I'll tell you what. I hope that you all have enough fabric, needles, thread, and your machine is tuned up and ready to go, because tomorrow the white death cometh and we must be ready to sew. We've been training for this, ladies. We've been training for this. So we're going to have a whole day with nothing to do but sew and maybe cook. I don't know. I don't know that I'm going to cook, but Alexis, are you going to cook? Alexis is saying, yeah, probably not. Probably not. So we'll see. But I think the ice is supposed to start around 3 or 4 in the morning. We'll hear that lovely tink, tink, tink against the windows, and that just means time to sew. So Alexis, you'll give me the thumbs up or not. Your thumbs up and nodding. Does that mean that you want me to start?
Yeah.
Okay, so we have how many people? Because you know I love an audience.
You've got 16 right now.
Oh,
You keep coming.
Okay. All right. Kathleen says Kathleen's here today because Kathleen works Wednesday. I work Tuesday. So the best day to come in to see us is Tuesday and Wednesday because I'm here and Kathleen's here. So
Tanya made her Who Day shirt.
Who did?
Tanya.
Nice. And we're going to talk a little bit about the Bengals. You can see, and you can see it in the picture, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, you can see my beautiful Bengals tablecloth. And we've got a couple football things behind us. I'm a huge football fan, as is my husband. In fact, I'm going to start right there before I get into the events. Alexis is shaking her head going, oh my God, what is she going to say? I love this part. So the person that is most concerned about the Bengals winning the football game on Super Bowl Sunday is my husband. Why do you say? Why is he afraid the Bengals will win? Because 25, literally, not kind of sort of, but literally 25 years ago, I asked my husband, honey, will you take ballroom dance lessons with me? He says, no. I'm like, why not? I'm your loving wife. Ballroom dance lessons. No, he won't do it. He said, I'll tell you what, I'll make you a deal. There's their phone. We've got people calling in. He said, I'll make you a deal. 25 years ago. Remember that, 25 years. He said, I will take ballroom dance lessons with you when A, hell freezes over, or B, the Bengals, yes, you guessed it, win the Super Bowl. I am one game away from learning to waltz. And now I've upped the ante. Now it's going to be waltz and tango. So we'll report back on that. All right. I guess I better get started. All right. We're going to talk about some events that are coming up in Ellesmere. Don't think we're going to be stopping with the football talk. I'll be talking more at the end about that. We've got a promo I think you're going to like. Ellesmere events. February 11th, spin the wheel. All right. So come in on Friday, February 11th. And spin the wheel. All spinners are going to win a prize, and they vary in value all the way up to $25. And I think there might even be a couple of spots worth more than that. So please come in, spin the wheel, visit with Margaret and Katie and Mike and Kellen, and see what's going on at our Ellesmere store. And that is February 11th. February 19th over at Ellesmere, there's an open house. That is a Saturday. Educator Kathy is going to be demonstrating all different types of things on the machine. She's going to help with any sewing project. So if you have an issue with the project, bring it in. Kathy will help. She's going to be doing, let's try that again. She is going to be showing a modern take on embroidery, applique, and also showing some of the applique stitches on our high-end Viking machine, which is really cool. So I think you're going to like that. Also, refreshments will be served, and there is a 30% off discount on all club prices. So meaning off the top number. So it's an additional 5% off for your club pricing. So that's good. That's a good savings. So come join them on February 19th. Also at Ellesmere is February 23rd, and that is Sweet Ann with an E. She's going to be doing her introduction to free motion quilting. And this is how to get started with free motion quilting. So it's going to be understanding the techniques, and the things she's going to focus on are going to be machine settings. That's important to have the machine that you have set up for free motion quilting. There are things that you want to turn on. Presser foot selection, whether you use a hopping foot or a floating foot. Needles, what's the best needle? Speed on the machine to use, and also body and hand position, your height relative to your work. So she's taught that class, sold out crowd, twice here at Tri-County, and now she's going to be taking that same class down to Ellesmere. If you've been to Tri-County, you have seen the gorgeous dahlia wall hanging that she did. It is fabulous. So Ann with the Knee will be teaching that February 23rd at Ellesmere. Call in to reserve your spot. Tri-County. This Saturday, which is February 5th, is Sit and Sew. Now that is something I get to moderate, and we have a lot of fun. What that means is you bring your project in and your machine, you're working on your project, everyone here is working on something different, and I get to go from person to person to help out. So if you don't need any help, that's fine. You get to sit and sew with like-minded ladies here at Luke's. We have fun, we laugh, I tell stories, refreshments will be served. Don't leave me hanging, ladies. Call in, give us a name so we know how many refreshments to have on hand. But please come in and do Sit and Sew. If you've started a project in the class, you need to further it, come in, okay? Embroidery, absolutely, bring it in. Sewing, sure. So that is this Saturday, February 5th. February 9th is Stitching with Style. That's our $10 class. It's a make it, take it class. And we will be making this little item, which is called At Your Fingertips. So what this is a sleeve that fits over a frame. When you go to a sewing retreat or come to a class, it keeps everything at your hand. Your seam ripper, your thread snips, pen and pencil, marking pen that goes away with heat, your scissors, and then on the back there's a pocket for tablet of paper for notes, and a nifty needle case. Now, yes, is a needle case embroidered? It is. If you come in for the class, you'll be given the design to make your needle class. You won't be making this part in class, but you will get the embroidery design, whether it's the Jeff for your Janome Elna or whether it's the VP3 for your Viking. If you don't have an embroidery machine, if you're nice to me and speak kindly and in a soft tone of voice, we may stitch this out for you, okay? So that is Stitching with Style. And Alexis, how many people do we have signed up for that right now? 12?
Yeah.
Okay, we've got 12 people signed up, and I think the class limit is actually 12, so we might be sold out on that. So I'm hoping that perhaps if we have an overwhelming clamor for that class to be done again, that perhaps Margaret will let me teach it in Kentucky. So we'll see about that. All right, and that is February 9th, Stitching with Style. February 12th and 19th, Clothing 101. That is something that our garment specialist is teaching. Our garment specialist is Kathleen. She does lots of things, is talented in a lot of areas, but garments is something that she does that Ann and I go, we don't think so. So what she's going to be doing in the first class on February 12th is going to be about body measurements, finding out what size you are so that you can tailor a pattern so it will fit you correctly. Okay, and how to read that pattern. So then the second part of the class is going to be making a garment. And it's going to be a tunic top. This will be the pattern. And we happen to have a sample of the tunic top. No, I'm not going to model it. Okay, but you'll see that it looks like this. It drapes lovely. It's shorter in the front, has a nice curve in the back for length and to hang down over your booty. Okay, we know what that is. And then at the top, I love this detailing where the neckline has a sweet little V, and then you've got some drop sleeves. So tunic top, and that is a 2-part class, February 12th, February 19th, Clothing 101. Okay, so next thing, you may know, you may not know that February is 3 things. Bengals won the Super Bowl. Yes, I know, I'm sorry, I had to say it again. Number 2, Winter Olympics. Number 3, ta-da, National Embroidery Month, okay? So we've got a couple of things that we're going to do here at Tri-County to celebrate National Embroidery Month. So the first thing is going to be February 22nd, which is what day of the week?
Tuesday.
It's a Tuesday, okay, which is a good day because I'm here. Okay, so February 22nd, we're going to have a little game to celebrate National Embroidery Month. So what you do is, number one, call in to get on the list to let us know you're coming. Number two, you're going to bring 4 small prizes. Now, by small, I mean something that you've made on your embroidery machine would be ideal. It's like a little zipper bag, a little change purse, a little embroidered washcloth or tea towel that you have, something that you've made on your embroidery machine. Celebrate National Embroidery Month. Something like that, or a sewing notion like needles, or maybe a fat quarter of fabric. So something like that. You want to bring 4 prizes. Okay, now if you don't have an embroidery machine, that's okay. Come on in anyway to celebrate National Embroidery Month with us. Bring 4 little sewing prizes. That's fine. What we'll be doing is we'll be rolling dice. And when you roll the dice, you'll be able to select a prize from the kitty, or you'll be able to trade one that you have in front of you with something else. So if Kathleen has something I want, and I roll the dice and it says trade, then I take her prize and give her one of mine, okay? Or it's a hold. So it's going to be a lot of fun. Will refreshments be served? Alexis is nodding. Do we know what said refreshments are going to be? Putting her on the spot. Oh, now I got to shrug. I got nothing. Okay, I'll make sure they're good. Okay, so that is February 22nd. Call to get your spot and to let us know how many people are coming, okay? That is February 22nd, Tuesday. That is a lot of fun. I've done that at sewing retreats. It is fun. Now, the thing is, if you've got an embroidery machine, this is what we live for. Make something darling and cute that all of the Luke's ladies will be fighting over, because then you can preen like a peacock, right? Because you made the item that everybody wanted. Am I making prizes? You know I'm going to. All right. February 23rd, next event is Edge to Edge Quilting. That is a class that Kathleen is going to be teaching. I'm going to show you the sample. And this is Edge to Edge Quilting with your embroidery machine. Alexis, am I in a good spot? Is it showing? Okay, so included in that class, Alexis, I'm watching you as I'm standing here with this under my chin. The panel is included. The book is included with the patterns for the embroidery. Lunch is included. Kathleen is included. Okay, so you'll be bringing your embroidery machine and batting, thread, and backing. Okay, and there'll be a supply list, of course, but I wanted to kind of give you a little bit of a taste of it. So that is February 23rd. We have found that a lot of ladies are getting tired of sending their materials, their quilts out to a long arm, or they want to start doing them themselves. This is a nice way to do it. Use your embroidery machine to do the quilting for you. Anything you want to add to that, Kathleen?
I don't think so at this point.
Okay, not at this point. Good. All right. Okay, so that is February in-person classes here at TC. Virtual classes. So virtual classes, we have 2, and the one is more of it's just a talk, and that is February 16th, and that is a Wednesday. I'm looking at Alexis. It is, isn't it? Mm-hmm. It's a Wednesday, and that is called Tension Headaches. So I'll be talking about tension on your sewing machines, how to recognize the problem, what to do to correct it, when there are issues with tension, when you need to say, okay, I know, for example, I was doing free motion quilting, it wasn't yesterday, it was the day before. I needed to lower my upper thread tension, how to recognize that and how to adjust it where it is on your machine. So tension headaches, we're going to be talking about that February 16th. That'll be 5 o'clock. Please join us for tension headaches. February 17th, that is the Kimberbell Monthly Club. It is a virtual class. It is $12.95. You will get a download of the design from Kimberbell, and this time the design happens to be a trapunto design that is used to make a darling bag. So this is trapunto. And when we say trapunto, we mean that these little pineapples here, Alex, can you see do I need to bring it closer? Can you see how they're puffed up? Mm-hmm. Okay, good. All right, so there is like a foam batting, like a, what's the word I want to use?
Soft and stable.
Soft and stable. Thank you, Kathleen. Like a little piece of soft and stable behind each of these pineapples, and it puffs that design up. Now, these little bags are from Kimberbell, and they are available if you want one. Remember, it's a virtual class. You're welcome to stop in and pick up one of these little bags. I'm not sure what the cost is on these. Do we know what the cost is on these yet? We don't yet. Okay, we'll find out what that is. But this one is the gold. The bag also comes in navy, teal, which is a very pretty color, and of course the gold, which you saw. And these blanks, these bags from Kimberbell, they are not sewn together. So the fabric and the lining are hanging on each side of the zipper, enabling you to do the design and tuck in the foam to get that trapunto look. Okay, so kind of fun, nifty design. And that is our virtual Kimberbell monthly club, $12.95, and that is February 17th, which is a Thursday. Good. We're doing all right, Alex? I'm getting a thumbs up. I'll be all right. Okay. So a couple more things that we've got going on. As you know, I mentioned that it is February National Embroidery Month, and we're going to, in honor of that, we're also going to be having an exclusive design from Luke's, and it is going to be making a sandwich carrier. What, you say? So it'll be an in the hoop design. It'll be fabric lined. It'll have vinyl, in other words, plastic. It will fold up. You put your sandwich in the middle. It will fold. Can you see my hands, Alexis? Okay, good. So it'll be similar to this. So it'll be flat, and when you fold up the sides, it will button, and the plastic inside will protect your sandwich. It's a green idea in that we're not using Ziploc bags, so it's a sandwich carrier. It'll have an embroidered buttonhole on it. You put a fancy button on it, and it's to carry your sandwich. So I think that'll be kind of fun. It'll be a Luke's exclusive, digitized by us, and that will be available. Hopefully that'll be available next week. I have to make the design. So a little grace here. Give me at least till Tuesday, okay? So we'll have that. So that is the sandwich bag. And then bangles. You know, I said I would talk a little bit more about the bangles. Did I mention about my husband being afraid? Sorry, was that an evil grin? I think that might have been an evil grin. Sorry, I couldn't help it. Tango, waltz, yeah. Anyway, so on the bangles, if you need to chase down a project, burrow through your fabric stash, mix it on up with embroidery and sewing. I'm watching Alexis now because she is now rolling her eyes, her head's on her hand. I just mentioned 3 of the Bengals players. If I'd had more time, I could have touched down on all of them, but now she's gagging. She's literally gagging. Anyway, so to celebrate the Bengals making it to the Super Bowl, we are offering a little bit of a celebration. Wear your Bengals spirit wear into the Tri-County shop. So if you have one of those cute Bengals hats, my husband's going to get me one, I think. Maybe not. A jersey, a shirt, a t-shirt. If you have the Bengals gloves, if you want to strap on your cleats, whatever you want, wear your Bengals spirit wear into the Tri-County shop to support our Bengals team, and you'll get a free gift. Okay? So we're kind of proud of them, and we're going to support them too. All right. Alex, I'm looking at my itinerary here. I've come to the end of the page. I've waxed eloquent for 20 minutes. Oh, Kathleen is still... Oh! Thank you. Kathleen is in the background, and she's pointing and going like this. So a little preview of a March class. I'm not announcing the class when it's going to be because we don't talk about March in February. Alexa said that's a no-no. I don't know why. Anyway, I want to show you. You know, we've been doing these darling Kimberbell bench pillows. And what are you bringing?
Oh, that one too.
I don't know what that is. Okay. I'm going to show this first, though. Okay, can you see this on the screen? Am I holding this right? Okay, so this is another one of our bench pillow series, and this is called Mayflowers. There will be 2 versions of this pillow. This is the embroidery version that Kathleen has made. I will be teaching the sewing version. Now, I'm not saying that it's a competition, but ladies, do not leave me hanging. I cannot have fewer people than Kathleen, and she's a mean competitor. I must have people in this class. Okay, so I'm teaching the sewing version. Please call in, sign up when we announce when the class is going to be. It will be March. Flowers, right? Okay, so embroidery version and sewing version. It'll be lots of fun, I promise. I don't know what this is.
That is part 2 of Anne's
Is this in March?
Anne's, yes.
Okay, so I think I mentioned when Anne was doing her free motion class that it was sold out 2 sessions here in Tri-County, and she's teaching it down in Ellesmere.
She sold out 3 in Tri-County.
Oh, we did it 3 times?
Yep.
Okay, I'm wrong. Happens frequently. 3 sessions of free motion quilting class with Ann with an E here, sold out for all 3 classes in Tri-County, and she's teaching it down in Kentucky. Do they have openings down in Kentucky?
Yes.
Okay, and that was, hang on, February 23rd. I talked about it, but there are still openings for that February 23rd. That's part 1 of the free motion quilting class. Now, people liked it. They're having success. They wanted part 2. This sample will be what, and we have this panel available that
Yep,
we're going
and it'll be included with the class.
Correct. The panel will be included with the class for part 2 of the free motion quilting class, and this will be in March, and it's going to be more techniques, how to control your movements with the project to have good even stitches, okay? So that's going to also be in March. Do we have any questions, Alexis? Oh, come on, ladies, nothing?
I answered a lot of them in the comments.
Did anyone ask about the waltz versus tango? No, my husband will not do the salsa. I think that's asking a lot. That has lifts.
Somebody said, tell your hubby to get his dancing shoes ready.
Yes! That's what I'm talking about. Who was that?
Cindy Hausman.
Thank you, Cindy. Anything else? She's looking through all
Karen
the
Williams
questions.
said, what a perfect shirt for what's coming tonight.
Oh, yeah.
Your snow shirt
Yeah, my
on.
snow shirt. Yeah. That's a good point, Karen. I hope you have enough projects to keep you busy. I do.
What about?
Yeah. She's reading down through them. Make sure there's nothing else. Kathleen, anything else you can think of that we've got going on?
What about the Bangles items behind you? Easy to make. It's time consuming.
Very time consuming. This is something that we pulled out from the legacy samples that were in the Wayback. The Wayback is the area in the back of our store where you have things that have been made for a long, long time. That's a legacy sample.
Somebody said, looks like you will be dancing soon.
Yes. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. I tell you what, you should have seen his eyes roll. Oh my God, it was great. When I told him, when I reminded him, like I would forget that? We good? All right. I think we are good for now on this Facebook Live. And until next time, it's Brenda with Luke's. Thanks for tuning in. Come in and see us soon.